2-on-1.
Oh, look at this turnaround. Rida taking advantage of it.
Oh, he's going straight for the arm.
Cyborg's
in big trouble.
He's got good control over the head. Now he's trying to separate the hands. He's
going to stretch it out.
Let's go in depth and see who he really is and where he comes from. Enjoy.
No BJJ athlete embodies the signature of a groom like this BJJ athlete does. From sweeping his opponents off their feet with his judo sweep, to snatching their arm away with his favorite technique.
Good morning.
Haisam Rida is as explosive on the mat as champagne popped at a wedding. A BJJ black belt whose towering physique is equivalent to the medals in his trophy room sings of how ruthless he is on the mats.
Haisam Rida!
From submitting 4 high-level black belts,
Just folding his legs over there, looking for the arm of Richie Martinez. He's in trouble here. A bit of a star tonight, May. There's the arm.
when he was barely a brown belt to annihilating an ADCC champion in the biggest Jiu Jitsu stage, Haisam Rida is the gladiator of BJJ.
Are you not entertained?
Recently, something never envisioned has happened to our champion. What was meant to be the pinnacle of his success could see him held hostage to the chains of failure.
Hey, the moment's over. Almost was way bigger than me, but I'm not gonna allow that to happen. I know. I visualized this many, many times. Now the world knows.
What is this double-edged sword? Who was Haisam Rida before all this? Young Haisam Rida was born in the capital city of the second largest cocoa producer in the world, Ghana. On July 25, 1993, the city of Accra welcomed a son who would put their name in the limelight in a sport they were unfamiliar with. Growing up as a child, Haisam became familiar with the most common sports in his locality, football and basketball. Because of his athleticism, Haisam quickly rose to the ranks of his elementary and high schools, playing these sports. But greener pastures led his love for sport to another dimension. In 2009, Haisam's father got his dream job when he received a job offer from a Japanese construction company that saw Rida's family relocate to the beautiful city of Japan. As Haisam socialized, he noticed that his favorite sport wasn't as popular here as it was in Ghana. A new sport was needed to take advantage of Haisam's sporty physique. During one of Haisam's father's company barbecue get-togethers, he met his father's boss, who was also a Jiu Jitsu coach, and wanted to open his own dojo. He threw out the idea of how Haisam's long reach would be advantageous in BJJ. That sparked Haisam's desire to seek out the new sport. Yamada Shigetaka became Haisam's first sensei and brought him up to speed in the ways of the art. Within a year of training, Haisam sprinted his way to blue belt. 2 years after destroying every opponent in the blue belt category, Yamada moved Haisam to purple belt, and he didn't fail to deliver, taking gold in the All Japan 2014 Jiu Jitsu Championship. 3 years of hard work finally paid off, and Haisam was ready to move up to brown belt, and the Souza brothers granted him his desire. But after training with one of the top gyms in Japan,
Only God can judge me, that right? Only God, man. Nobody else. Nobody else.
Haisam finally made the switch to Carpe Diem Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And there, he got his nickname.
Giraffe is when I moved to Tokyo. The owner of Carpe Diem, Yuki Ishikawa, he became my coach, and he started calling me the Giraffe. I messaged him like, yeah, why the Giraffe? And he said like, oh, giraffes are humble but deadly, and also giraffe kills lions.
There, he made his debut in the IBJJF No-Gi Championship, claiming his first gold at brown belt. And double gold in the next IBJJF. The icing on the cake for Haisam's brown belt era was when he submitted 4 black belts in the quintet competition.
A bit of a star tonight, May. There's the arm.
This led to his black belt status 2 months later. Rida's move to black belt elevated his status quo, not only in the Asian community. 2021 saw the heavyweight debut in Fight to Win and Who's Number 1, claiming both debuts with unanimous wins.
Smart strategy here with 2 minutes left, Another beautiful foot sweep, outside foot sweep from Haisam Rida. Get away of the ankle and climber goes down. That is the second big takedown here for Haisam Rida.
2 months after making his debut in Who's Number 1, the Giraffe gifted his fans a highlight for the ages when he swiftly armbarred Perkovitz.
Aggressive. Wow. Look at that rolling Kimura attack.
Wow, diving Kimura almost on the armbar here.
This match is already way more exciting than Haisam's last match on Who's Number 1. He's really getting after it.
Perkovitz is trying to turn out of it. This is a dangerous, dangerous position to be caught in. And there is the finish!
Wow, man.
Setting the record for the second fastest fight time in the history of the promotion. In search of more highlight reels, Who's Number 1 invited Rida to the heavyweight championship. But before then, Haisam went on a side trip and won his second gold medal in the IBJJF American National Heavyweight Championship. Getting back to Who's Number 1, Haisam came up short against the eventual winner, Tim Springs, but he made sure he would not leave without a medal to his name. Defeating Orlando Sanchez,
Get the tap. Rear naked choke finish for Haisam Rida.
And Giancarlo Bodoni, Haisam could finally go home with a bronze. The next year, Haisam returned to his second home, Who's Number 1, and put on a show that would gain him entrance to the la creme de la creme of competitions. In March 2022, Haisam submitted Elder Cruz via rear naked choke.
Rida spins around from the sprawl and immediately is attacking the back.
What a counter.
Lightning fast. Lightning fast. I think he's got this. This could be over right here. Cruz is in danger. It's underneath the chin. There it is.
And finally earned a place in the 2022 ADCC Heavyweight Championship. Haisam took his love for highlights to the biggest stage in BJJ competition when he pulled an upset against former ADCC champion Robert Cyborg Abreu. In the opening rounds, Haisam capitalized on the mistake of Cyborg and established an armbar that sent the crowd on fire and tears to Haisam's eyes.
2-on-1. Oh, look at this turnaround. Rida taking advantage of it.
He's going straight for the arm!
Cyborg's in big trouble. He's got good control over the head. Now he's trying to separate the hands.
He's going to stretch it out!
This was a sign of something good to come, was it? Haisam's decline started after his win against Cyborg. Plagued by this, he has only been able to rack up 2 wins in 11 competitions. In the ADCC 2022 quarterfinal against Roosevelt Souza, Haisam lost on points, even getting submitted by Patrick Gaudio in his UFC Fight Pass Invitational debut. Desperately looking for a chance, Haisam shifted his gaze to B-Team, where he trains full-time. But there have been no changes in his winning column. His next invitation to UFC Fight Pass was a hard-fought loss. And the fight with his idol, Felipe Pena, in Haisam's favorite tournament, didn't favor him. He lost by rear naked choke. Although losing on the mat, Haisam hasn't failed to turn up when it mattered most. This happened when a car thief felt the need to steal Haisam's car. Haisam took his Jiu Jitsu to the street, leaving the thief helpless on the floor, only to be carried away on a stretcher. Notwithstanding the current results, the Giraffe has continued to strengthen his limbs and add to his arsenal. From wrestling with the sumo masters to putting in the hours in the gym, Haisam has been going all out to get back to his A game. In time, it will all be worth it.
Pause, 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 photo shoot.